We are here at the Oasis Ranger Station, the entrance. We're going to walk on over to the southern terminus of the Florida Trail, which is where I'll begin my hike today for the Big Cypress section. Excited, nervous, there she is. Before we head out, I believe you just put the permit in. You know, fill it out for the dates and days that you're going in, sign it, and then, ooh, shoot. And then you just write in this little bag here. So I'll throw that right in there. Call it a day. Starts off on this nice little shelled pathway right along the canal over here. And then it looks like we just cruise on up along the airfield, or the air base over here. And it's official, guys. We are entering the FT. It is just about 8 a.m. on a Friday morning, giving myself plenty of time to finish this throughout the weekend. 3 days, if it takes that long. The goal is to try to complete this in 2 days. There's a few guys behind me on trail that are gonna try to do it in 2 days as well. They're shooting for the same camps as I am. That'll be good to have some company, but I hope there's enough room out there to accommodate all of us. I know I didn't get a chance to film the preface here to this trail, but basically I ended up reserving a ride via Uber at I-75 where I'm going to end, and then I took the Uber all the way about 55 miles back to the Oasis station here. So that worked out perfectly. Now I'm just hiking back to my car, so I don't have to wait, because originally I had a taxi scheduled to pick me up on Sunday at some time, so that would have kind of gave me a deadline. But if I completed it early, you know, I would have been waiting. So this works out perfectly. I don't have anyone waiting on me. It's just all on me to get back to my car. Got everything packed up, did the pre-routine check, filled up my waters. Here it's pretty dry out here the first 10, 20, 15 miles. So we'll see where I can fill up along the way. Got all my food pack, got my filter, had my coconut water for electrolytes this morning. I already ate my first breakfast, so don't need to stop. So that was just a little preamble. Pre-hike jitters, anxiety starting to kind of slowly dissipate, because I was a little bit anxious about getting a ride to and from here. And it does kind of ease my mind a little bit that there are people behind me too. So be a few of us on trail today, so we'll probably be leapfrogging each other. This is it, no turning back now. We are at the end of the airfield strip. Here's the first blaze on the trail. Nice way to start it, nice and dry. Nice easy terrain. We'll see how long this lasts though. About 3 miles an hour so far. As you just saw, the trail is very dry. So it's gonna be interesting to see where I can filter water. That's the only slight concern I have right now. And according to Far Out, there's not too many spots for water, so we'll see. Got to be careful where you walk here, because easily twist an ankle if you're not paying attention. You're going to stay left here and continue onwards. Same thing here. You can go left or right. It looks like down this service road, but again, you know, these are no trespassing signs. Keep out. The trail goes directly across. So just about 4 miles in, and finally, first signs of water. There we are, coming up on 7 Mile Camp. Got a picnic table here. Oh, looks like someone left a life straw if you needed it. Pretty nice. Good little spot. And you already know I got to get my push-ups in. Got 25 quick ones in. So if you're interested in trying to figure out where to get water, you see the camp over here, 7 Mile Camp. And you usually, you want to go to the cypress domes. And for this particular spot here, there's actually a little I can see where people have walked. There's actually like a little path, it looks like, potentially all the way to that cypress dome. So I think I might check it out to see if there's anything back there. But it's pretty dry out here, so a little concerned about the water situation. I made it back here. As you can see, there is water. So I might go ahead and fill up here. I don't see any gators or snakes around, so I think you should be good. So right, just move this stick a little bit. Make sure no one's out there. I think I should be good. There we go. And all these plants kind of act as like a natural filtration system. It's not bad, actually. A little bit of sediment. Make our way back. Let's hope this water doesn't kill me. Okay, so just finished up at camp there. You saw me get some water that I'll probably end up filtering if I don't come across anything else that's a little bit clearer. Decided to scoop it up just in case for this next stretch, in case I don't come across anything else. Met a few other hikers right behind me on trail. They must have started a little bit later because I didn't see them in the parking lot. So they're cruising. We are coming up to the 10-mile camp. Very dry out here. Plenty of room to set up camp here. Nice little picnic table here. I think this is where we'll set up shop, eat some food, chill out for a second. But you know what I gotta do. 10. All right. Time to eat, replenish, drink some water. We just have this little chicken packet and these sweet potato sticks. So just left the 10-mile camp. Again, met up with the hikers behind me that I met earlier, caught up with me. They're hanging out there for a bit. I finished up lunch, drank some water and pressing on. The main concern that everyone is talking about is this lack of water out here. I'm glad I filled up where I did. Apparently there's also a very territorial gator at one of those water holes, so that should be interesting. This is like the only shade I've encountered on this trail so far. This is ridiculous. Gotta enjoy the shade while you can get it because it's very rare out here. According to Far Out, this is supposed to be a wet prairie land. Looks pretty dry to me. This is what happens when there's no rainfall. I just thought there would be a lot more places to filter than there currently is. The Far Out app did warn us, but I guess I should have brought at least one more liter, I think. I mean, at the same time, I'm trying to stay ultra light, but you also at the same time don't want to dehydrate. Tricky game, very tricky game. I'm walking along this buggy track, and I actually started going that way, left. But really, the trail is actually over here to the right, so it's very easy to miss. So when you get to this point where you have the going northbound, where you have the swamp buggy tracks, make sure you stay right, because you can easily miss this. I can see a blaze off in the distance there, so I had to backtrack, yeah, just a couple of feet, but that would not have been good if I didn't catch that, because I would have been going the wrong direction. So I just went into a cypress dome. I don't know if you can see behind me. I'm actually standing in one. Dry. I went in there pretty deep. Couldn't find anything. I kind of came up with a new method to find my way back out. See if you can find my marker. I put my my switchback pad, which is bright yellow. I just hung that on a tree so I could easily find my way back. Sometimes it's a little confusing when you go off path, especially in these cypress domes, because it all looks the same. Yeah, so sticking that switchback in the tree definitely made it a lot easier to find my way out of there. You know, that'll work until, you know, the wind blows it out of the tree or something. So we found some water down here. The old gator hole. I checked. There's nothing down there. So I think we should be good there. I got the fuck out of there. I heard something breathing when I went down to scoop. And I'm pretty sure it was, I don't know. I think the Lord protected me on that one, because I heard something. So if you're going there to fill up, I don't know, I would just keep walking, because I heard something breathing. I probably got about 12 ounces before I heard that thing starting to hiss at me. And this is where all the little swamp gnomes live. So clearly this was a prescribed burn section. It looks like a lot of the markers maybe have got burnt off. I see a few here and there. This was actually a little confusing. You got to make sure you really follow the far out trail guide there to make it to this point. So many damn burned trees, everything looks the same. Here we are, 13-mile camp, baby. Little fire pit, picnic table. Looks like, is that water? No. No, I don't think this works. No, it's a fake out. Oh, here we go. Quick 25. Morning. Day 2 in Big Cypress. Just woke up, left 13-mile camp. We had about 6 people there, but I got up and out very early, like even before the sun was up, which I thought would help me get ahead, but it proved to actually be more difficult because you can't see the damn markers with your headlight, really. Not too well, not as good as you can right now. The search for water continues. It should be interesting further up here. I think, a lot of people were commenting that it's all mud. And actually, that's the other thing too. Far Out app seems to have stopped working for me. And I usually like to use that app to, read the comments, get the updates, see where you can get water, what's dry, what's not. So now, fortunately, I downloaded the All Trails map as well for Big Cypress. Don't just have a single point of failure, right? You got to stay decentralized, have multiple apps, download multiple maps in case one fails or one app decides to stop working. Bring a GPS, bring a map. I'm just using the GPS on my phone. Overall the trail is very well blazed, pretty well maintained. You can see, where people have walked before, so I'm not worried about that, about navigating. What makes Far Out invaluable is the comments and the updates, so, and the waypoints along the route. So I'm gonna miss that if this app doesn't decide to start working for me. We found a cypress dome. It's a bit mucky. It's a little bit brown, but I think this one should suffice. So actually, this is pretty damn clear. I was surprised. I got this water from that cypress dome over there. And then this is the final filtered product. So super clear, no sediment, and it's just using the Sawyer squeeze here. So for y'all wondering why I have this aloe vera wide mouth bottle, it's because it helps me scoop the water, because unfortunately these smart water bottles are too big to scoop out there, and they kind of create a vortex of sediment. So this one I can gently scoop in and then pour it into the bottle so I can filter it. You guys are wondering how I found that cypress dome or how I got to it. Actually, it looked like a lot of people already traveled down this little path that I'm about to show you, but for a point of reference or a waypoint, it's right at this barbed wire fence. You can use this as like a landmark waypoint. There's the orange blaze, and then right next to the barbed wire fence was this like a path all the way down to it. I spent I think a good 20 minutes there collecting water, but I needed it. I'm gonna start cranking some miles, get through this muck as fast as possible, but cautiously and safely as well. All right, gotta be responsible. Respect nature, it'll respect you. You can kind of see the outline of the limestone and try to walk along that. Actually, it does feel pretty damn refreshing. I almost missed this turn again, just walking straight with my head down. Didn't even see this post here, and it veers off to the left. So you gotta go down this way instead of straight. Do not follow the buggy road the entire way. Look at this sticky, sinky mud. You just sink right in. But, oh, wow. You gotta kind of treat it like you're skating. You kind of just gliding along. probing and gliding. It's kind of fun, but also very annoying at the same time, because you just gotta be mindful where you step, because you never know if you're stepping into a big old sinkhole. Oh, shit. Oh, look at that. Man, I can't imagine doing this during wet season. The only time I ever use trekking poles, for the most part, is fucking in Florida. Go figure. No hills, no elevation. But stuff like this, you gotta use your damn poles. Not only is this crushing your legs, but your core and also your arms, thighs, shoulders, because you're trying to hold yourself up with the trekking poles as well. This is a beast of a trail, this section. Can't wait for the next camp, actually, for a little bit of dry ground, get some food. Let me give you guys a demonstration of how you get through this. Ooh. Everything looks the same. Feels like I'm lost, but wait a minute, nope. I see an orange blaze down there. It all looks the same. You could easily get lost in here without a GPS or without these blazes. So thank you to the team that maintains this. Thank you to the volunteers. This has been very, very easy to follow. You could do this actually without an app, and I'm very inexperienced. As exhausting and annoying as some parts were, it has been a very fun trek so far. Just looking forward to dry ground. We have arrived at Oak Hill 5 hours later. Oh, it is extremely muddy for this trek. Really buggy in here, but this is kind of cool. It's like a little jungly island. Got a big old spider web in the face. It is nice to have dry land though. So this looks like the main area. Yeah, this could be a doable camp spot. It's only 11. Quick snack here. Get to the next place. Maybe have lunch there or get to the next camp. I don't know. And then push home. Ooh. Quick pit stop. Getting the hell out of here. There's just too many damn mosquitoes. It looks like there's, I don't know, poison ivy here. I see a lot of 3-leaf plants going on. So, don't like that. I was sitting there for just 2 seconds and the damn mosquitoes all over me. I think it's the mud too. Look at the entrance to this. It's that thick ass mud. It's just nasty. Nasty, nasty, nasty. I think there's 2 more camps left. I might stop at one for lunch. We'll see. We'll see how things are going. Made a quick little cold brew here. Little instant coffee for some jet fuel to propel me forward here to the finish line. That's the goal. That's the goal right now, is to hopefully reach I-75 at a decent hour. It's about up to my knees right now. Gator City in here. If we do see one, this is probably where it would be. Whoa. Basically, I'm just going from one cypress dome to the next now, where at the beginning of the trail there was no water. Now I am constantly in water. It's strange. You get certain sections where it's, you cruise right along. No limestone, nice compact sand for the most part, and you're just gliding. And then you get a section like this where it's sucky mud and limestone and potholes, and it's like, what the fuck? And then you get the mud building up in your shoe. I know I'm complaining like a little bitch boy, but mud building up in your shoe hurts, so then you gotta like, you just kind of shake it out. When I'm walking, like I'll just like shake it out, kind of like that. And then that seems to kind of get rid of the mud out from where it's like stuck in my shoe, because it kind of hurts when you're walking on it. And then like 2 seconds later, the mud just builds right back up, right in between your toes. I should have wore like a lightweight long sleeve, because I'm getting burnt now on the forearm. I'm gonna have a big ass farmer's tan. Good thing I don't have this whole thing on camera, because I am cursing like a sailor right now. I haven't cursed at all on this trail, except for this part. Oh my God. Here it is. The moment I've been waiting for. Thank God Island. God, it reminds me of Oak Hill, where it's just muddy on the way in. Nice little camp spot there. You got some spots back there, it looks like. Take a quick little rest stop here, though. That was brutal. I was waiting for this island for the longest damn time. It's 3:18. I'm at Thank God Island. Probably got a couple hours left. That was a haul. That was a fucking haul from Oak Hill. From 13 Mile Camp to Thank God Island. Brutal. I left 13 Mile Camp at around 6 a.m. and I got here at 3 p.m. Again, you know, I took a break here and there, but for the most part, I was hiking. I gotta earn that water. 1, 2, 8, 9. Oh my God. If I did have to stay a third night, I definitely would stay here. This is beautiful. There's no bugs. Get a nice little breeze. Actually, it's like a nice little oasis paradise here. Originally, you know, I was gonna do 3 nights, and one of the nights I was gonna try to aim for this camp. I just don't feel like hiking through this another day. I mean, I got plenty of daylight. If I don't have to stay, I'm not going to. My feet stink, I stink. I don't want to stink up my damn sleeping bag any more than it already is. Look at this, all my shoes. God, my shoes, pants, everything is so damn muddy. Socks, I don't even want to look at my socks. We're gonna get to it, bang these last 4 miles out. Ivy Camp, really close. I think it's 0.5, half a mile from Thank God Island. Won't stay long. Actually, this is nice. Looks like you could filter water over there, maybe. Shit, I would have stayed here. It's a great spot. You know what we got to do? Last set. 25. So that was another really nice camp. No bugs there either. Got a couple hours of daylight left. I think we can make it. Cruisy little section. Not too bad. But it's pretty cool. It's like a little corridor. So I thought I was recording the ending of this, but apparently it wasn't filming. Went through the gate down there, walked right through where the FT sign is, and that's where you finish up over there in the parking lot. My car is fine down there, so everything worked out. You gotta be absolutely insane to do this. Man, those last 10 miles were freaking brutal. We're gonna put a cap on that, on Big Cypress. Was able to do that in 2 days, so we wrapped that section up. After those first 16, 17 miles where I cruised right through, I thought maybe, you know, I could do this in 2 days, so I pushed it. And the other reason why I push, you know, these miles is because I'm section hiking it, right? So I can beat up my body a little bit more because I'm taking the next 5 days off. They're pretty much 0 days because I have to work. So I'm able to beat up my body a little bit more than, you know, the average through, like the regular through hiker, right? Because otherwise, I definitely would have stayed at Ivy Camp, at Thank God Island, one of those, because those were nice, and I wouldn't have pushed it as hard. I would have taken my time a little bit better, a little bit more. I'm walking up to the fire station over here. I'm gonna see if I can use a hose to kind of spray off my shoes. These are nasty right here. I saw another video. They let someone do that. They let a hiker do that, so we'll see. So I'm just like rinsing them out here with the hose at the fire station. Look at all the mud on my socks. Nasty, nasty, nasty. So just left the fire station. Got a nice rinse over there. Mr. Dave, the firefighter. I met him and he hooked it up with some water. the hose there so I could rinse off. Really cool guy. We had a nice little chat after my hike today. So once you pop out of Big Cypress, go say hello, pop your head in there. They're very hiker friendly and they're more than willing to help out, you know, if their garage door is open. So as you can see behind me is I-75. I am going to make it official by touching the gate of the next upcoming section. So the footsteps are connected. All right, here we are, making it official. Boom. I have officially completed the Big Cypress section of the Florida Trail.